How you doing? My name is Everest and I'm here to review Haywire. Now, let's talk about this, okay? For filmmakers like me that constantly try to push, you know, to find the unique and fresh elements, okay, in the things that they do, this film was fantastic, okay? Because Steven Soderbergh really pushed to find something unique and refreshing in that it hasn't been done in a while. It's a very old school action film, thriller, whatever you want to call it. Very old school. Camera is very still during the fight scenes, almost like it's one take. They do a lot of action in the one take, and then when they move into an area where the angle is not quite great, it changes to the other take, and then they do a lot of fighting, and then the final take is one final. You know what I mean? It's not one long take, but it's pretty much that idea of it. Okay, instead of the one shot coverage, down low, gets punched in the face, coverage of him falling back slowly, boom, hits the wall, then speeds back up, and then they're fighting again. No, none of that. Also, sound effects were really not that strong. Okay, I don't mean in terms of like grading how good they did. I mean in terms of how loud you could hear them. They're very low and sometimes non-existent, which is fantastic. Okay, that's old school filming right there. For filmmakers or film wannabe makers, this was a great film. You get to sit, you get to watch somebody who's very talented at kind of making things kind of fit together, a detective story. He's very good with that kind of detective stuff, okay? Which is what he did. Contagion, and Contagion, at the heart of it, the thing that really catches you is the detective story. You're trying to figure out, okay, really, you're trying to figure out, okay, this disease, how long is it going to take him to get it? Where did it go? Who started it? Now you're trying to guess. Is it because she had sex with a guy in Chicago? Is it really from China? What happened? And then, and they break it down. So Kate Winslet and Marion Cotillard really are the embodiment of the detective story. Lawrence Fishburne as well, obviously. And, that's what's enticing about that, Contagion. And in this film, Gina Carano was the heart of the detective story, okay? People may have missed that, but she was the heart of the detective story. And the detective story is to figure out, okay, not who double-crossed her, okay, but who is this guy working for, that's Ewan McGregor. We're trying to figure out who he's working for. At least that's what I was trying to do in the film. Maybe that's why I enjoyed it more than other people, because other people were just trying to figure out who double-crossed him. It's very obvious who double-crossed him. Within the first 10 minutes of the film, you should have that already, okay? Yeah. So, therefore, if you latch on to the fact that you're trying to figure out who does the person that double-crossed him work for, you will have a much better time at this film, apparently, than other people, because I've been reading some blogs and people have been saying some bad things, but forget that, okay? Now I'm gonna make sure this is short, okay? Okay, look, I'll say this. You want to see shaky, okay, and loud music, shaky camera and loud music when people are fighting? Watch Jason Bourne. It's very good, okay? If you want to see, okay, loud sound effects, okay, seriously, and like general confusion during fight scenes, watch Daniel Craig's James Bond. It's very good, okay? In fact, it's so good that I now worship Daniel Craig's version of James Bond, okay? It's that good. But if you want to see old school kind of filmed scenes, okay? Very action sceney, very superb story. Very good story structure and elements. Everything breaks down beautifully. If you want to see a very good detective story, if you can wake up to the fact that it's a detective story soon enough, go see Haywire. You will enjoy it. Okay, everybody is very good in this film. Yeah, everybody is very good. Although I thought the guy was Frankie Muniz, but you'll see who I'm talking about. But anyway, just make sure you put in your head, it's old school kind of film, okay? Go and watch this film. New York Rose. Losing streak, but I don't care.